Hello everyone, it's me, your favorite crazy French guy, Posto. Today I'm doing a little video about the ship section of Starpad. I know that people over the years were able to determine what to do in order to do the fastest way to clear this mission by spawning enemies on the other side, placing mines, touching the buttons, having the mines kill the enemies, yada yada yada, and finishing the mission as fast as possible. But there is a but. It's easier for me, and I think for some other people, to be able to visualize what we are doing. So I developed a tool that, by the time I'm recording this video, is not yet available on the Speed Outcast client. It will be in the future, because Fear and I are trying to create a new Speed Outcast and Speed Academy, of course, version of the client, with new fixes and some of the tools I've created. The tool I will be using in this video, in order to explain what I want to explain to you about what is going on inside this hangar, is CG_draw box triggers. This makes all triggers on the map rendered, and using different colors depending on what they do. What we want here are two specific triggers inside the hangar. They are both pink, the one on the front side and the one on the back side. The one on the front side, as you can see, is one singular big rectangle around the beak of the ship. This trigger, if you touch it, will make enemy spawns on the back side of the hangar, and if you touch this one, you will make enemy spawn on the opposite side, which is the front side of the hangar. Because this is how Raven Software decided to make this mission, always having the enemy spawn on the opposite side of where Kyle is, for more action, of course. So, if you want enemies to always spawn at the back side of the hangar during the first section, what we want is either touch this trigger or don't. It's not necessary, because the default behavior of the enemies will be to spawn at the back side as long as you don't touch this pink trigger. Let me show you. I'm doing a little jump and I won't touch this trigger. I will save, jump above it, and as you can see, enemies will spawn on this part of the hangar because I did not touch the trigger. But on my way out, I want to touch this one in order for enemies to spawn on this side. Right, I can't really not touch this trigger, which is fine. But as you can see, the enemies are spawning on the wrong side. We want them to spawn on this side because we will prepare a trap for them with the trip mines. Ow. We prepare the two trip mines in order to go rapidly. So, if I stop here and not touch this trigger, as you can see, they will still spawn on this side, because I didn't touch the trigger to make them spawn on this side of the hangar. So, let me do this one more time. I jump here, I finish cleaning up the enemies, place the mines, go back, but this time I will enter the pink trigger, do some quick save quick load because Nintendo is stuck. It's fine now. And you can hear the enemy died because the trip mines killed them. But this is very important. What we want is to touch this trigger in order for the enemies to spawn on this side. And vice versa. On the first section, what we don't want is to touch this one. So as long as when you do your strafe jumps, you jump above this one, you're fine. All enemies will spawn here, you can place your mines and finish the mission rapidly. And one last thing, after you do the first section with the buttons, let me do this rapidly. And as you can see, I don't even need to look at them. As long as I'm around the box of the triggers, it will work. When you go here, remember to touch this one, the trigger that is in front of the door here. Lando will go from idle to saying we have a problem. If you don't touch the trigger here, that is now red, it will be soft lock, because after touching all the buttons here, you won't be able to press for the fuel. Like, as you can see, I can press, get the fuel, but if you don't ever touch this trigger in front of the door of the ship, you will be soft lock, because this won't activate. That is about everything I wanted to show you about the why and what on how this section of Starpad works. So let's do a summary. When you do the first part of the chain, you don't want to hit this trigger. You kill all the enemies, and then you make sure to touch this pink one. So if you go for the back task, that's fine. You will hit the trigger, and congratulations, enemy will spawn on this side, and you can continue on the mission normally. But on your way back, remember to, during your strafe, go here. Just activate the Lando dialogue so that you're not soft lock. This was Posto. Thank you for listening. I hope it will help some people in the future.